Hi everybody and welcome to FS6413, which is Current Research and Issues in Family Sciences. My name is Bridget Vittrup. I think most of you know me except maybe 3 or 4 of you who haven't had my class before. As you know, our first classroom meeting won't be until September 13th, but the class is partially online. Now, on the class schedule, and when you registered you probably saw that it said that we're meeting from 9:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. I thought that was a bit long. I didn't specifically set this time for the class, but when I took over the class to teach it, that's the time that had been set. So I decided to increase the online component and then have us just meet from 9:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. That might be a little bit easier to handle. So we are going to meet on September 13th, which is a Friday at 9:30 in the morning, but we're going to get started this first week. We will have part of the online component, and if you look through the Blackboard shell, you will see that it is divided into weekly modules, and that should make it easy for all of us to keep track of what is due, what are we doing each week. So on most of the online weeks when we're not meeting, you will still have readings assigned as well as online discussions. And the discussions are really meant as a class participation and for all of you to really dig in deeply into the issues that we're exploring and to really think about them critically, comment on them, discuss with your peers. You are doctoral students now, so I do have pretty high expectations of how you think about the articles. Don't just read them, but really think about it. And one of our main textbooks, it's not really a textbook, but it's this book called Taking Sides. Hope you can see it. I'm trying to figure out this web camera. Clashing Views in Childhood and Society. And what it has is a little synopsis at the beginning. It presents various issues from two sides, where there are examples of research that are finding results and have opinions in a certain direction, and then there's other research that have results in a different direction. So that's meant to really get you to think about, well, why is it that sometimes some research finds one thing and other research finds something else, and how do I know what to trust? And we're going to explore that throughout the semester. And so this book obviously is not very thick. So this is by no means going to be the only thing. We're also going to be reading this book. Some of you, if you took advanced quantitative research with me, you've already read it. It can't hurt to read it again. We're going to talk about it a little more in depth, but that also explains why sometimes, depending on who does the research and how it's done, how results might come out in one way or another. And then I'm going to add additional readings. So there's going to be a bunch of readings posted on Blackboard, which are empirical research articles that I will provide for you to think about some of these issues and really think about them in the way that the Taking Sides book is presenting it to you. So there will be a lot of readings in this class, but there's not as many assignments. Your main assignment is discussing these topics, and then you're going to do a literature review. And if you read through the syllabus, it'll have information about all of that. And I also post additional guidelines on Blackboard. The Blackboard shell is not completely set up yet, but it will be within the first couple of weeks of class. So make sure that you get started on these first couple of weeks. The readings, make sure you get the books. The books are pretty easy to get. The TW bookstore should have the Taking Sides book. You also make sure that you have the APA publication manual. This book, Wrong by David Friedman, you can find it at any of the Barnes & Nobles or Amazon. It should be pretty easy to get a hold of. And then I will provide most of the readings on Blackboard, the articles that you're going to be reading, so you can just download them straight from there. So go ahead and get started on everything. I also have a Q&A board posted in Blackboard, so if you have any questions, feel free to post them there. You can certainly email me as well, but chances are if you have a question about something, somebody else probably does too. So I look forward to meeting you all online, and I will see you in class on September 13th.